Hey Hebrew fans, so we're going to start with a 2-minute countdown to give me time to get this all posted and stuff. So give me a moment while I try to find my video signature on Facebook. We were able to do a live video stream like this. A lot of times it show up before start. It's kind of sneaky. Anyway, let's go ahead. Oh, screen capture, cam, transition. There we go. Hey, welcome everybody. Let's see what we got online here. We have Fallen Jed 1 or Jedi. You still haven't told me which way to pronounce it yet. Jinx Caliber, thanks for joining us. Richard, thanks for being here. And let's go ahead and go through the new MasterVerse figures. And Kristen is the one that put these on for me to find these. So thank you, sir. So without him, I wouldn't have these cool pictures. So let's go ahead and go through these. So first one I'm going to talk about is Hordak. Hordak! And it's a blue Hordak. That's kind of cool because we obviously saw that Origins gave us the black Hordak first. So this one gave us the blue Hordak, and he's got the big old duck feet, as you can see. And he has lots of extra parts. He's got a blaster. He has his crossbow there. Kind of weird the way they did the red on there. I don't know if I'd like that or not. Then he has a claw, and he has hands, and he has his shield and a cloth cape. So extras included, and it looks like his arm's removable. I wonder if both arms are or just the one. If they both are, it'd be kind of cool to get a second one and see if you can turn it around so you can put cannons on both hands. But anyway, there is Hordak. Let's see what you guys think of that. Eduardo saying Hordak. Rick is saying, I still remember Beastman was the actual first figure I saw as a kid in '82, along with the castle. Great memories. Cool, cool. All right, next up we have Catra. And Catra is sporting the mask. It's like it's removable of some sort. She has a kind of cool horde built on and her bright red boots and her cat shield. And she's missing the whip. Where's the whip? How could she be a cat tamer or whatever without her whip? So not sure what that's all about, being they gave Beastman a whip. I thought maybe it's something like they don't want to give the figures whips, or maybe just her. I don't know, but kind of a bummer. She doesn't actually have her whip. I remember the original one had like this comb whip, or not, and so it's kind of funny. Let's take a look. Best Hordak figure to date. Wow, pretty awesome design. I want Beastman for sure, says Mike. I believe it's removable effect part of the crossbow. Oh, okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next figure. She is pretty cool looking. Wow, her black hair is shiny, shiny. That is crazy. Okay, well, anyway, let's take a look. Oh, let's zoom in on there. Is that her hair, or is that something across the top of her head? I guess we'll have to wait and see to see what that is. So, on to the next figure. Beastman, Beastman. Now, Beastman is a little disappointing because I was expecting the 2000X Beastman. So you can see there, he is definitely Beastman. And there is no leg armor pieces that I was hoping for. And it looked like he had it in the shadow of the art we saw last time. So I'm not sure if they're just not showing it or they decided not to go with it at the last minute or what. But he's, you know, I don't know. I do like the new belt design, though. It doesn't look like the belts we've seen lately that are really pulled down long. I don't know what the cloth in front. I'm a fan of that or not. But the blue shorts look cool. The double knees look cool. The fat feet look cool. And the gauntlets are pretty cool, too, on his wrists. But I'm just kind of disappointed about not seeing the leg armor that I was really anticipating on seeing. He does come with some other things. He comes with the poop on the stick, like we talked about yesterday. And I don't know if this is a helmet or a shoulder pad. It's probably some sort of helmet I'm guessing he's wearing. Let's back this right up and take a look at his head again. Yeah, it probably goes on his head because it wouldn't fit on his shoulder because he has these pads. And notice, like I told you guys before, the large spike goes on top. And you can definitely see with this figure here about the large spike being on top. And then we have an alternate armor that's furry with all kinds of weirdness going on there. So, cool. Thanks, Patel. That looks really cool. And then we have Jitsu, the golden hand. Now, a couple things. I know it's like, what? Jitsu? One, his hand is not that big. I wanted, whoa, big old chopping hand, you know, with the chopping action going on. I mean, his hand is just like it's just been dipped in gold or something, and that's about it. So kind of weird about that. And what's with this mask? Is that like some kind of COVID thing or something, or what? I mean, I know I've seen masks like this before. Like we've seen that on Avatar. On Avatar, he had a mask kind of like this, but with the orange, it just looks weird. Give it a black mask with gold teeth. That would look cool, but the orange with gold, I know it's supposed to match his motif, but it just looks strange. Let me see your guys' comments. Everett says he likes the mask. Cool, Everett. I'm glad you like it. Mike says he's not a fan of that Jitsu. Toys Tama Guy, gold member. Yep. Beastman alternate armor is in the style of Mark Taylor's first concept. Oh, nice. Thanks for letting me know about that. See, it's nice having you guys on here to say, hey, I know where that comes from. And Roy says, Hebro, quick random question. What do you do? Wait, would you do a Thor hammer of Galactus version of He-Man? Send me a Thor Herald of Galactus version of He-Man. Oh, I see. A Thor Herald. Anyway, find me on Facebook. We'll talk and let me know what it is what I'm trying to read here. I'm probably missing it. I really like they went the scorpion design with him. Yeah, that is kind of cool. But again, I wish the mask was actually black instead of orange. I think it would go better with the gold teeth. But Hannibal Lecter. Big Greek 40 says he likes the scorpion mask. And Unicron says samurai mask. The mask is kind of like a samurai mask. Yeah, it kind of is. I just don't like how it looks. Looks like he has a beak almost with the orange right there. But, you know, it's just my opinion. And then we have, I'm going to show you Hordak again. It doesn't look like that does come off somehow because it has the red here and the red there. So maybe it does come off. It just looks like it's like stretched out blood or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird looking. Kind of like what they did with the whole mosquito. It has that piece that comes out for Origins. You know, it's just kind of strange. So, anyway, I guess that Hordak does look pretty cool. And look at this chin. It's actually the Filmation style. So that head is a pretty cool looking head. That is a great head. So, I guess pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at Jitsu again. This time with his mask removed. And you can see his left arm gauntlet is different than the one we had for He-Man. It's kind of cool. And he does have the shorts, the black furry undies with the long thing coming down. But his head, he looks very generic. He looks like just a random guy. I don't know. I know what are your guys' thought about his unmasked head? Let me see your guys' comments. Give you a few minutes because I know we got kind of a leg on here. Yes, the Hordak is very similar to Filmation design. I kind of like that it has the blue and it has the right head for Filmation and everything else. Hordak's feet need claws. His face looks better. His open hand looks more metallic. Yeah, it does look really metallic. Let's see. No lazy eye. Oh yeah, the one he had for Origins. Whoop, had the spread out eyes. Let's see. And then we have Times Gone By said, now that we have that armor, I'm sure we will get a Burger King. Yeah, Burger King King. Yeah, it doesn't feel menacing at all. It actually looks like a wrestler's figurehead, like somebody made a custom. They took a figure from WWE, stuck it on there. He doesn't have that same kind of scary look to him. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not like someone said menacing. He doesn't have that, you know, menacing, you know, pointed beard kind of look to him. Squinty eyes, pointed beard. I don't know. All right, so who do I like best? Let me see your guys' guesses first before I show it. Out of the figures I just showed, which one does Hebrew like the best? Let me go through them again really quick and show you guys the main picture of the 4. So there's the 4. Which do you think is my favorite? Someone said Beastman, somebody else said Hordak, somebody else said Hordak. I'm primarily collecting the Filmation Classics moto. I've been cherry picking this line. Looks like it will be getting this Hordak since I don't have it in the Classics. That's true. This Hordak will probably mesh well with Classics. The head is really cool. Beastman, Hordak, Beastman, Hordak. Okay, let me go ahead and get back to where I was. And I will reveal my favorite character, or favorite figure, not favorite character, favorite figure of this line. And there she is. That's my favorite. I know none of you guys guessed that. Oh, someone did. Catra. Omnicron, good job. Someone else said Catra probably. Now, if Beastman had the leg armor, bam, he'd have been it. It would have been Beastman's hands down. I'm not a Hordak fan. So, and Jitsu, I'm just not a fan of the way they did him with the small hand, the face mask, the non-menacing face. So maybe underneath her mask she'll look awful. Who knows? But out of the figures we were shown, I think Catra looks the coolest and the closest to what I would potentially like to see in a figure. Oh, I'm dropping everything. I dropped my iPad. Now my microphone's falling over. Anyway. Why don't I like Hordak? Okay, so here's why I don't like Hordak is if you take someone who's never seen much about He-Man before and you show them Skeletor, they see a blue guy with a skull face, and then you show them Hordak and they see a blue guy with a skull looking face, and a lot of people think he's the same character. So Hordak to me is like a copycat of Skeletor. Now, a lot of his henchmen I think are awesome and I like them a lot. But if you take a look at the whole lore, it's kind of cool because, you know, obviously all the Horde figures are based on universal monsters, and Hordak's supposed to be like Dracula. That's why he has the white face like that and the red teeth like he's sucking somebody's blood. But just, I don't know. I just have never really been a fan of Hordak since the beginning. But you know, I do like to use his troops. His troops are cool. The Horde troopers and all his bad guys. I think they're all really cool bad guys. You know, Leech and all the other guys. They're really cool. But it's just Hordak himself. Just I've never really been a fan. I just felt like they wanted to one-up Skeletor, so they made this new bad guy. He's more evil than Skeletor. In fact, he's so evil compared to Skeletor that Skeletor trained underneath him. And it's like, oh, come on, really? You just took away all of Skeletor's coolness and said, well, he's just the apprentice to Hordak. And luckily, Hordak was around to train Skeletor. I don't know. And so, you know, and he's leader of the evil Horde, you know. It's just, I just wish they would have took the evil Horde guys and just made them part of Skeletor's minions. You know, here you go, Skeletor, here's some more minions for you. And, you know, maybe even made Hordak even one of Skeletor's minions. I'd have been cool with that too. But I get it. Having a third faction at that time makes it so you have the dynamics of He-Man and Skeletor teaming up to beat Hordak, and you know you have kind of the triple play going on. So I get it. The Snake Men I think were awesome. It's a great way to add another faction in. And I'd have been cool if this would have gave all the Horde stuff to Skeletor and then added the Snake Men and made them more bolsterous too. So, I don't know. That's just my own feelings. I know people don't agree with me. Some people really love Hordak, but I just think it just takes away from Skeletor. And you guys know Skeletor's one of my favorites, so there you go. I like Hordak, but not as much as Skeletor. Yes. I used to love the Filmation Skeletor versus Hordak battles, and Skeletor won most of the time. That's true. Miltel didn't need another villain. Skeletor was fine. Yes. Yep. All right, so that's just my own feeling, but I know people like Hordak. What's funny is Hordak was packaged originally as a Masters of the Universe figure, where Catra was packaged as a She-Ra bad guy. She was supposed to be the what do you call it? The jealous beauty. And so it's kind of crazy that they just should have combined them and called them all Masters of the Universe and not had a pink card and a red and blue card and just had Masters of the Universe, and then the Horde would be complete, because right now the Horde toys from the 80s is all conjointed, because half of them, all the male figures were a Masters of the Universe line, and all the female figures from the Horde were on She-Ra's side, so it got kind of confusing. And then, you know, if a girl wanted to play out She-Ra completely, she'd have to go buy a bunch of the toys that are boys' toys. And if a guy wanted to have the whole Horde completely, he'd have to buy a bunch of the girl toys, you know, the pink She-Ra toys. And can you imagine being in the toy aisle and you're carrying out a Catra and one of your friends see you? I mean, here you are carrying this pink toy, be like, oh, you know. But you want Catra so she can be the baddie to Hordak's sidekick guy. You just like, you know, Evil Lyn to Skeletor and Tila to He-Man, you know, same kind of thing, you know. And we never got a Shadow Weaver. Oh, we did eventually, but I mean back in the 80s Shadow Weaver would have been cool. And where would they have stuck her? They would have put her with the boys' toys, or they would have put her with the She-Ra toys. So that'd be kind of interesting. Maybe make two Shadow Weavers, you know, one with hair and one without. I don't know. Anyway, so that's my own feeling. I wish they would have made one giant line like they did with classics. That'd been awesome back in the day. Get rid of the boy versus girl toys and just make it a children's toy line. That would have been cool, which they kind of are doing now. So, okay, Mattel, you finally caught on that you don't have to segregate boys and girls toys, but you can make a whole line of figures that's for everybody. And I'm kind of glad they're going that route. If she comes in a pink package, I will not be happy. If they decide to segregate her out, or other She-Ra figures, I will not be a happy camper, because then they're just doing it again. Anyway, I will get off my soapbox. I'm like, why did I tune into this guy? He's just going off. Anyway, I will take a look. Let's see. The Toys with Tom Gone By said, I guess they just wanted to appeal to the girls like Barbie. Yeah, they still could have. They could have still kind of tailored towards it a little bit, but then just made it a children's toy. It's She-Ra's fault, not Hordak. It's She-Ra's fault Hordak was created. I don't know. I mean, we had Hordak in the He-Man line, so I didn't want the girls missed that She-Ra was in the store, and they wanted to keep her in the girls' toy aisle. Yeah, I get that. I understand the reasoning behind it. But if they would have launched Masters of the Universe as a universal toy to begin with, I mean, it's funny. My granddaughters, hold on a second. Every time my granddaughters come over, my younger ones, they always grab these, and I've been tempted to give them to them. Oh, my line was up. And they always think these are the coolest things ever, and they want to put them with their Mega Bloks female toys they have. They have Monster High Mega Bloks, I think is what it's called. And so I'm going to end up giving them some of these so they can play with them and have fun. But it's just funny because, you know, obviously these are, you know, supposed to be the boys line. But it's still the figures that they think are cool, you know. So I don't know. I'm just a little irritated that they did that back in the 80s because, like I said, if you wanted to fill out your Horde collection as a guy, going and buying a toy with a pink box would not be very fun to be seen with your friends. So I'm kind of frustrated about that. Let's see. Rick, you love She-Ra. Don't lie. See, even Mike is making fun of somebody already. It's just, it was just bad, Mattel. Bad. All right. Yes, it would have been a massive collection if they combined the two. In fact, if you watched my video that I made on all the He-Man figures that were released, you know, back in the 80s, I did not include the She-Ra figures. I made a separate video for that. And, you know, even me, I probably should have combined them. You know, wouldn't have hurt anything, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make a new video and combine them all. Yes, I hope that they do right by her once her mask is off. What happened to Frosta? And we saw some other figures too that they were showing, and those ones we didn't see those. I think it was Roboto, Frosta. Who else was in that listing of figures they showed? Let's see. Diecast Fly says it's crazy when She-Ra cartoon came out that there were no more He-Man episodes, just reruns. Yeah, well, you know, Filmation can only do so much. But you're right. If they would have combined them at the beginning, they could have just had a Masters of the Universe cartoon. Even though He-Man did appear in some of the She-Ra stuff. I don't know. So, hold on a second. I want to see something here. Nope. I'm going to slide this figure over so I can see something. Why isn't it working? Oh. There we go. There we go. Interesting. I was checking to see if her piece on her, from her collar to her armor was connected, and it's not. That's interesting. Because remember I told you guys I glued mine so it'd be connected. And the reason why I can't tell is I have a microphone hanging down right there, right in the middle of the screen. Well, a camera microphone combo. There we go. All right, so interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and finish looking at your guys' comments, and then I'm gonna call this video quits. Wow, you guys are posting like crazy. I would have got a severe beating if I ever showed up with She-Ra figures at school. Wow, that's messed up, man. All right. Anyway, did Catra have a cape? I know the classics one did. I'm not sure about the original one. I don't remember. I think she did. Oh, Queen Marlena would be cool to have. Of course, we still need to get the Burger King. Anyway, like, subscribe, tell your friends. That's all that I have for today. So again, I'll show that the first picture that I had at the beginning, showing all 4 of the MasterVerse figures as we close out. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and that's all that I got. I hope they make her cat form too. Oh, that'd be cool. I would love that. It would kind of irritate me at the same time, so I spend all the time making my Catra cat form, but it'd be cool too because it'd be a MasterVerse instead of I'd probably have to get a couple of them. If they made the cat form, I would buy 3 of them. 1 for MasterVerse, 1 for Origins, and 1 for my classics. So I would be buying the cat forms. That's funny. All right. If more reveals tomorrow come, that'd be great. Yep. Yeah, I hope they revise this picture and say, oops, we forgot to add Beastman's armor on his legs, or just give us the second Beastman. Maybe this is not the 2000X one, so I'd be okay with that too, because the head is not 2000X either. Anyway, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I am going to end this video. So I'm going to do my video out. There it is, my outro. See you guys.